Welcome back to Mini Motorways and our daily challenge. So, Vancouver. Yep, this is one of the more difficult ones. So we got a minus on bridges, which is definitely needed for Vancouver, and traffic lights are, yeah. So I think this is going to be a bit of a nightmare. The speed limit is decreased on bridges, so it is a buff. Is it a debuff? Is it a buff? Is it I can never remember when you said buff. Does that a plus or a minus? But never mind. Double the number of travel lanes. So sorry about that. As we heard. So we know. So as we this is just coming in. Right. Let's just have a little conversation about this before we before things get a bit airy fairy on Vancouver. Right. We know that up here it always puts a house or something. It always does it. It doesn't matter which you're playing, whether you're playing the map challenge or the city challenge or whatever it'll be. So that's the sort of thing we're going to have to keep an eye on in this. And it does tend to put something down here and around this. And what I try to do is not block this up because you can't see it at the moment, but over there is like the water and then more land, and then that's where we get more of the houses, the businesses and things. So this is not an easy map. It is a shall we say it can be a pain. It can be a real pain, and it might even come from the start, like here. Like, this first thing that I've just done might be completely wrong. But I worry about not being able to get around this. I mean, I've got 14 left. Obviously, I've got a motorway. Why did I get a motorway then? Don't normally get a motorway. Yeah. Now, I will admit to you, that is an unusual... That's a very unusual position for... I don't think, since I've... excuse me. Since I played Vancouver came available, I don't think I've ever seen one like that, ever. I've seen this over here, and then another one of them of the same colour. Quite often, but not a double like that. I mean, I'm not blocking it off, you know, I'm not blocking it off by any means. Now, I can do this little, as long as I don't link them up, if you like. Like, if I do this, it will play ball and not, well, hopefully it should play ball. That's the idea anyway. Now, which way we're going is the question. It looks as if we are going upwards. See what I mean? This is where this starts to get an issue. Now, I've only got 9 left. Now, it can't get anything on there. And I guarantee you it will. Unless I do the cardinal sin of not allowing it to do what I want it to do. Now, I think, therefore I'm going to put that there. Knowing full well that if I have to take this out, which I could have to do, it will want to do that. That's put a spanner in the works, hasn't it? I think we'll have to do that. That I don't like. You see what I mean by, if I'd have done the road, it wouldn't have done that. Now that's going to cause an issue. That is an absolute pain in the, I won't say, bottom area. Bottom area. I could just, I just hear you now shouting at the screen. Oh, it starts with a pig. Get it said. Don't be above your ass. Oh, I've said ass. Which is what I should have said before. Oh, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Jesus. Oh, I said another thing. Oh, it's a... You see, See Vancouver, it sets me going all funny. But anyway, I hope you laugh. I hope you laugh with me. Or laugh at me. Or something, anyway. Laugh with me. I think it's laugh with me, not at me, isn't it? Yes, this is going to be an interesting one. I'm going to have the bridge, and I'm going to take that out. I know that this is going to have an issue. Right. Let's put that there. That can have this one with this one. Right. You're going to be solved. You are going to be solved. I don't think I can get around this little lip, though. Right. Now that's an issue. Come on. I think I'm going to have to do that. I will also... Where's the best place? Put in... Do you know something? I'm not going to do it like that. I'm going to try and force this game to play my game and not its own game. Because we know what it's going to do. It's going to go, where Pigs is playing, so I'll do what I want to do. If I do that, then it allows it a bit more time. Well, it doesn't really. The motorway I was trying to keep for Vancouver up here. Now, we don't have to worry too much yet, because this here can't be built on. So it can't really, it doesn't normally, and I say normally. I will do that, and I will send one in there. If this is going round there, I'm gonna arch that. At least that leaves that away from. It's a, it's like a separate little road then. Obviously, I still haven't connected any of these up yet. Now, there is a possibility to... Now, here we come. Now you see what I mean. This is where everything goes to Pete Tom. Right, let's take this out. I want this to be a motorway. I do not, under any circumstances, want it to be a bridge. I'm going to do that so it can't do what I think it's going to do. I'm waiting for it to come back. Right. It will pick a bridge for that one. We will pick... I didn't really want it right there. I wanted it over to somewhere. Yeah. Possibly... No, I definitely don't want to connect it to there. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Do that. Don't want it... I don't want it directly connected to there. I was on an hour and I thought no, because... Right then. This is where... This could get interesting. Do I? I could do that. That gives it 4. Because I'm not redesigning this, it will still go to here. Roundabout wasn't a bad idea. Now, bearing in mind, I've still blocked this off, and I'm going to do it again about here. Right. I don't want to lose too many. We'll... Come on. See, I don't like that. There's not much I can do, really. Obviously, we're going to pick the motorway, right? I know for a definite that this here is eventually going to have something in it. It always does. So I'm going to preempt that. I still can swap these around. Can't swap that one. There we go. Although saying that though, that is a bit more of a nightmare. You see what I mean? It's just... Yeah. Ooh. Pigs goes rogue. Yeah, this is where now I start to... This is definitely... You watch. Give it about 10 seconds and it'll have got this on here. I can't get round there. That's what I don't like to see. I'm going to have to do it this way because it's too far from there. I could put it there. I could move that and put that in there. But actually, that might be, unfortunately, the only thing that I can do up to now. That will do. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that at all. I'm gonna... This is there to annoy us, I guarantee it. That's not too bad. I bet to... I better... do that. No, I can do that. That's Saturday, that's fine. Everything starts to... It just starts to put everything everywhere and then you can't actually do anything. This is what it normally does, unfortunately, on Vancouver. Right, that's just given us a lifeline. Ish. Down, 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 down. Move yourself over here. Because that'll be better than trying to get that into there. And it's still not great, but it'll have to be what it'll have to be. I've just managed to get that. I can't believe I got that. Well, come on. What are you doing? Where's the blue gone? Right, that's it. The problem being is if I use bridges, it's gonna be... Look, you can see the bridge there at the bottom. Right, slows down. It gets incredibly slow, and this now is wanting a blue. See, he just puts the blooming things over there. That's the thing, you see. It does this all the time. Right. I need to get rid of this bottleneck. Pause that. I'm going to take this off. See if I can actually do a bit of redesigning of this here. Like so. Where do I want that to connect though, is the thing. I don't want it to go through there. I'm going to have to connect it somewhere to here. Now I have got 16 left. That forces it not to do what I think it's gonna do. They can't really get one in there. I think that's enough. That'll do. I want to decrease this road here because of this. I mean, I know I can push them round like that, but I can't push them around this because that means I'd have to go around there, and I think that might be too much. Right, now we're going to get this back. Now it's going to complain. I'm going to now put this... I don't want it to put it there. I think that'd be okay. I'm still not fully convinced, like, but I'll give that an extra, because that extra 2, because there's 6 there, and that's really not enough. I should probably take a couple of them out, but we'll see how this reduces itself. I dare say it, because if I say it, it'll go absolutely wrong. This might be better here. Well, it has to be the bridge, doesn't it? But the trouble is, you've got to use these sparingly. You get a long bridge, it's not going to work. I might... If I get another motorway, I'm going to... that needs to connect to that. That means this would be better served personally there then. Right, that's fine. Yellow's a right pin. This is a problem because it's going right the way through there. And I don't want it to go through there. Is that going to cause a problem if I possibly? These will go through. Oh, they won't go through. Where are they going? I suppose that would actually be better if they were going through there. I suppose, yeah, you could go there. Traffic lights and... there. That's weird. Just watching and the screen's right to the right of me decided they're decided to just come on. For no reason whatsoever. We're gonna have, I think, how many of the, yeah, I've got quite a lot. Now, if we get an option of traffic lights in a tunnel, I'll pick the tunnel and send the tunnel down this way, and then that way it won't be a problem of sending this in. I'm doing that so it can go there and there. That puts that to a bit of a problem. I can't see because I'll put this, connect this one onto there. Yes, this that might be a bit better now. Because the roundabout is causing it, well, it's the roundabout's not causing an issue. Oh, now that's a real, oh, that's a pain. Why'd it have to be that blooming thing then? We're gonna have to do something with this because pause that. I'll use this to do that, and I'll also do that. Because this can get out, because this is not connected, it'll be right fast to connect, you see. Oh, that was lucky. Where are you going? Why aren't you just doing that? Oh, God, here we go. Vancouver's come and bit me on the bum again. Ah. It is such a difficult map. It is a nightmare of a map. If you had some pluses, you didn't realise, I mean, traffic lights, what we do? The speed of them is too slow. You can't send them over. You cannot send them over to that other top. It just won't work because they're just too slow. And obviously they have to come and get back again. So that's why I picked the motorway. So that's one reason why I would pick a motorway, because you're just never going to be able to do it. Anyway, there's not a lot I can do. Vancouver is, I would say, one in easy in the top 5 most difficult maps in this map level by far. So, you know, if you get a decent score on that, you're doing quite well. Anyway, we will see you again. Don't forget to check out Pigs TV. And we are getting close to the 250 subscribers, which then I need to do another video. So if you're not a subscriber and you've been watching a while, why not be the 250th subscriber? And if you are the 250th subscriber, why don't you put a comment in? And so I can thank you personally for that. I know it's, you know, it's not much, is it? But it's important to me, that I keep trying to build the channel, and we're going to do more. And this is what the subscriber thing will say. Anyway, take care. We will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.